computers. And I want to say thank you to everybody for showing up today. Let's just do attendance real quick so that we can make sure we at least have quorum since we established what that was. Ms. Sanchez, do you want to call out, like roll call, and then we'll go from there? Or do you want me to do it and you just type?
I can roll call. Roll call.
Someone share this screen with you.
Okay, Susie, are you going to be administrator or Marcus?
I will be the administrator.
Can someone
Okay.
share this screen?
Huh?
So can someone share this screen with the agenda?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, anybody.
Sure, if you don't mind, that way we can see it. I mean, it's up to you.
I can't share my screen, so the host has to allow,
Okay.
or the host has to share their screen.
There you go, ma'am.
Thank you, Miss.
Sounds better, doesn't it?
Okay, Susie. Oops. Okay, Navarro. Susie Navarro.
Present.
And who is our staff vacancy? Anybody today? Do we?
Marilyn won't be able to join us anymore, so I thought Rachel was going to come, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we need to figure out who's going to fill that spot. Let's discuss that, guys. So, before the next meeting.
Yeah.
Marcus, Susie. Yeah,
Mhm.
let's figure it out.
So just absent?
Is Judy on here, or can Judy?
Yeah, Judy's here, I think.
I think Judy can take the place, and for today's agenda.
Miss Judy, are you here?
Yes.
All right. Present.
What do you need me to do?
You're representing as our classified staff today. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yay, thank you. Miss Hokinson? Are you here?
I don't see her.
Calling once, calling twice, absent. Ms. Droseguera?
Hello, hello.
Me. Mr. Kearney? John Kearney, I just saw him enter, I think.
Present.
Yay. Jennifer Grob?
She won't be here today. She let us know in advance.
Thank you. Jennifer Hamilton?
Present.
Yay. Brett McIntosh?
Here.
And the one and only Delfino Murillo.
Don't hype me up. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
That was really good. I was pumped.
Okay. All right, there we go. Do I say, introduction of guests? Do I say this?
Yeah.
Do we have any guests with us today?
I'm a guest. I'm a parent of a student.
Great.
My name is Braz.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you.
That. Do we have any other guests joining us?
Marcus Finley.
Yes, hi, I'm another parent.
Great.
Paula Kincaid.
Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay. Paula Kincaid. Okay. Any other guests?
Mr. Nolasco, let's include Ruben Nolasco. He's going to be give us a little report today.
Right. Mr. Ruben.
Welcome. Thank
Dr.
you.
Rinty. Dr. Rinty, Executive Director.
The one and only.
There we go. That deserves a hype.
Yes, definitely. Okay. I'm looking through our participants to see if I missed anyone. Oh, I think we got it. Oh, and Miss Hokinson is entering now.
Oh, yes.
So I will add her as present.
Perfect.
Okay.
I am so sorry. I'm here.
Yay, we
I
got
was
you.
having
Welcome,
some trouble
welcome.
with my internet, but I'm here.
Yay. Oops. Sorry. Computer work. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay.
Awesome.
Is that all I say?
Yes.
Okay.
So has everybody had a chance to view the agenda? And
Yes.
is there anything that we want to change, or are we okay to approve of it and start working on it? Okay. So can I have a motion to approve it?
I motion to approve it. Brett McIntosh.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Was that Ms. Hoganson?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through the ayes and nays. Ms. Navarro? Approve the agenda?
Aye.
Thank you. Ms. Jenkins?
Aye.
Thank you. Ms. Hoganson?
Aye.
Mr. Osegueda? He
sorry.
mouthed aye.
Yes, thank you.
It could have been nay, but
No.
good, I'm glad you clarified. I'm glad you clarified. Ms. Sanchez?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Thank you. Jennifer's absent today. Jennifer Hamilton?
Aye.
Thank you. Brett?
Aye.
Thank you. And I say aye also. Okay, so we awesomely, very excited about it. We have some parents here. So do any of them wish to address the board in any which way? Share any concerns or any? We like good news too. So if you guys want to say something awesome about the school, that's good too. And parents, you can just unmute yourself if you want to say something.
I don't have anything I'd like to address. I just think that the school is doing really great. At least I drop off my son, and I think the school is doing an excellent job at the drop off in the morning. So thank you to everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Judy. Appreciate that. The staff is doing an amazing job. I really appreciate you guys. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Let's go ahead and move on. So the next item on here is reports, and we're going to hear from Mr. Nolasco now regarding the school safety and the facilities. I believe the school safety plan? Yes. Okay, Mr. Nolasco, take it away.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I wanted to go over the safety plan. It's just a brief overview of how we manage our plan, how we revise it, and I'll share a few of the items that of drills, that emergency drills that we go through every month. So the plan is reviewed yearly by our director and school board members. Assistance with the revision of the plan comes from our safety coordinator, which is a nationally registered EMT, and also our school nurse, which is a registered nurse. And also the Riverside Fire Department has reviewed the plan, and our safe zone locations for evacuation have been designated per their advice. Currently, we have 4 monthly drills, and this is because of COVID. So we have cohort A and cohort B. So what we do is practice one emergency drill, and I'll go over what those look like in a minute. And then we do one fire drill. So for cohort A, they'll have on one day, on separate days, they'll have a fire drill, and then the next day they'll have a emergency drill. And the drills that we perform, and I'll just go over a list. We do a lockdown, we do a code red, we do an off-campus evacuation, we do shelter in place, a medical emergency, we do earthquake, bomb threat, and fire. And so those are conducted each month, per protocol. So the whole campus is involved: students, staff, teachers, you name it. Everybody has a role to play, and we practice how to, what to do in case of those specific types of emergencies. And so, yeah, it's very brief. But if we have any questions, I'm here to answer them, and I'm open. Thank you.
I just have a very quick question. How is it explained to the students? So, for example, if we're gonna practice a bomb threat today, what message are the students receiving, and how do they differentiate, or do they need to differentiate between the different drills?
Right. So I know that there's some teachers here. Basically, what happens is that tailored to each specific drill, I'll send out a email bullet pointed with according to our safety plan that we have in place. And so all the protocols, the main protocols are sent over to teachers, and then the teachers then disseminate that information to students. And then they're in charge of ensuring that students follow the protocol according to the type of drill that we do.
So the teacher is really the one who needs to know exactly what kind of drill it is. The students get more of a general, this is in it, we're gonna practice some safety drills.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Nolasco. Does anybody else have any questions for him? Okay.
If I can just comment as a teacher who experiences it, I appreciate Mr. Nolasco's organization and how well informed he keeps us. And he's done an excellent job at putting together these drills. So bravo to Mr. Nolasco.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I was about to say the same thing. I agree.
Awesome. Good. So my computer's still loading the plan, but I am going to look at it. I appreciate it. And other members of the board, if you haven't had a chance to look on it, just on the agenda, there is a link to it. So worth checking out. Okay. Nobody else has any other questions? We're going to move on to 6.2, which is the climate survey. This is something that I asked to learn about. It's part of what we will use to inform us to create a school plan. We want to understand what the school feels like, what the students are feeling, what the culture of the campus is, and then if there's anything there, any gaps there that need to be addressed. And there's different ways to go about this. So Marilyn, I believe, was telling me that they have done a survey to send home in the past. And that's something that they're working on this year. I don't think we're ready to send it out or anything like that yet. But the other ways to be informed as to the culture of the school and the environment of the school is to attend some of the other committees. I know last night, Ms. Jenkins hosted or co-hosted the APAC committee. Ms. Hokinson was there. One of our parents who was here tonight, Ms. Kincaid was there. Dr. Renti, Mr. Finley was there. So getting into these committees is one way that we can also kind of get our fingers on the pulse of the school. I guess when I had originally thought about this, right, because we want to address certain issues, I had wanted to look at what some of the questions asked in the past were, and if we wanted to continue to ask the same questions, or if we could ask them, or if we wanted to change some or ask some new ones for the new environment that we're in. So I don't know if it's possible, Ms. Sanchez, are you able to open that link so that we can see the questions?
Do you want me to scroll through, or is this, can you see?
Yeah. I don't think we want to read it line by line. Yeah, does everybody on the board have access to this? Can we just take a quick second? I'm gonna mute myself. We can just read it and then we'll come back in a second and see how we feel about it and have a little discussion about it. Thank you.
And if you don't mind me stating that we did take in account, some of things like the Title I, some information that we would like to know that would definitely be shared with the state on some level. So just as an example, questions around communication, attendance, for example, equity, etc. So be on the lookout for that.
This goes out at the end of the school year, right?
It'll go out prior to the end of the school year.
Are there any questions anybody would like to ask that weren't asked, or?
Yeah, this is John. I've got one. Should be, just given the current state of things, should we ask a question along the lines of that the schools makes my child feel safe, or something along the lines that, taking precautions appropriate to the current pandemic or the current health crisis, so on and so forth?
Yeah. There was a question about is this a safe school for my child? But I think to make it specific about COVID, I think would be a good idea too. Or even I feel confident to send my kid physically to school.
Yeah, I think that's a good one to kind of just establish how parents are feeling in regards to, everything going on.
I would say though that having a feeling of being safe to send your child to school may have nothing to do with the school itself. So do I feel comfortable with the safety precautions that the school is taking? I feel like would be more relevant than, there's going to be parents that don't feel comfortable sending their child to school no matter how safe the school and the teachers and the staff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that was a really great point, Mr. Simpson.
Can you say that again, Mr. Finley? I'm sorry, I didn't understand it.
No, I agreed with Miss Wilkinson's point. I think it was a really great point.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm assuming that Dr. Renti has a great staff that's going to wordsmith this in a more elegant way than I can. But yeah, do I feel, is the school taking appropriate measures in terms of COVID? Something along those lines.
I don't know if this is an appropriate place to put it, but I mean, given that too, like taking appropriate measures, is this appropriate place to put in? Are there measures you wish the school were taking?
I think that's a good question as well. And then we can leave it open-ended. Mm-hmm.
What about also having, and we might be asking this in other places as well, but are there, not just in terms of measures we could take to make the school safer, but are there, like, I don't know how we would word it, but kind of reaching out to find out what resources, or are there things that our families need that we could potentially either get them in touch with? I know we have our I don't remember what it's called, like a supply closet, or, I'm not sure how we're asking, if we're asking those questions, or if it's just based on like teacher referral.
Are you talking about the outreach program?
Yeah, and maybe there are, I don't know exactly how we're getting that information to parents. I mean, I know we've said we have it, but I'm wondering if there's a question here about like what resources, do you need, or what do you feel like, you could have? I'm not sure if this would be the right place for it.
I mean, I think we can, I think we should find some place for it in this survey. I get what you're asking, and you're asking the same things that we're asking at the committees, right? Is how do we figure out what parents need? Because we can't start to address that without knowing what's happening.
Exactly. And I feel like with students not being at school, not all students at school, it's harder because teachers aren't going to always be able to see like, okay, this child is hungry, I can give them some food. I mean, like we have less access. So maybe asking parents, what is it that you need? Like maybe we can, and they may not be specific in terms of like food, but maybe there's some ways we could ask questions that could help us.
Yeah, you make a good point. Basically expanding out the socioeconomic support section to be a little more robust, or socio-emotional or socioeconomic, just to have some, I get what you're saying. The elegance of it is not, I've been doing this all day, so it's not coming to me, right. But
I don't have the right words, but I'm sure like, you said that we could probably, I'm glad I don't have to go through with questions, but we could find ways to.
No, so if you just put down the thoughts, we'll word it for you guys. It's fine. Just like bullet point it, and then we'll figure out how to ask the question. But I think you're all making really good points. Don't worry. Yeah, you don't have to worry about like exact wording. Just tell us what you're thinking. And I think, as you said, Ms. Hokuson, we could ask that question in this survey to see how well we are reaching parents. How many of them, we can say like, are you aware of the resources that the school has? And so I think this is the place for it, and we'll figure out the wording and just put your thoughts on there, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Does anybody else have something they want to add to this? Okay, so I think we're okay to move on to the next item, which will also need a vote. And that is the approval of our minutes from January 14th. Has everybody had a chance to look at those? I believe when Marilyn sent them out to me, I just made one correction. She had said that quorum would be 6 members, but I think we stated that it was important that it be one more than half of the members. So I just make sure that it had that specific wording in it. But if nobody has any questions or concerns or any amendments we want to make, let's go ahead and if I could get a motion to approve that.
Motion to approve.
Thank you, John.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Ms. Arcegada. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through the vote. Susie?
Aye.
Thank you. Judy Jenkins, I should specify. We have two Judys.
Aye.
Thank you. Genevieve? Thank you. Alvin?
Aye. Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
I hit the button like 4 times and it wasn't working. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Carla?
Aye.
Thank you. John?
Aye.
Thank you. Ms. Grove, I think, or was it Grove? I don't remember. She's not with us. Ms. Hamilton?
Aye.
Thank you. Brett?
Aye.
Thank you. And I also vote aye. All right, the motion passes. All right. I don't know what 8.1 is, but there's no description there. What that is. Ms. Navarro, can you advise me here? Do we just skip?
It actually,
no action
you know
item.
what?
So
Yeah, it actually looks like she just forgot to
Delete that?
just delete that. Yeah. So that you can go back and amend that and just say delete item number 8 at the top of where it says when you approve the agenda, go back under the notes up top and just say delete item 8.
Here, sorry. In this area?
No, way at the top.
4. Number 4, item 4. Oh, you went past it. You went past it. Right there, yeah. Perfect. Okay, that was a short meeting. I'm actually kind of excited. Does anybody on the board want to make any comments to any of the parents that are here?
Thank you all very much for coming. We love having more parents on this to express views and opinions and listen in and get an idea of what is happening. So thank you all.
That's awesome. Yes, I want to also encourage parents that we let them know that on top of this one, we have the 2 other committees. We have the APAC committee and the LPAC committee. The APAC is the African American Parent Advisory Committee, and the LPAC is the English Learner Parent Advisory Committee. So I want to just open it up one more time. If there's any of the parents here, I know that one of our parents, it says Crystal, came in late. If there's any comments that they want to make, any concerns they want to share, one last time.
Not at this time, but thank you.
Okay, well, with that being said, I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 6:32. Is that okay with everybody?
Seems too short.
I know, right? Like, are we missing something? Did we forget something?
Maybe that's the benefit of meeting more often, is that we can have mostly shorter meetings.
Yeah, I got a little scared when it said 6 to 7:30. I got a little scared. No, but this is good. So somebody could motion that we adjourn this meeting?
Absolutely motion.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Okay, and I guess that's it, guys. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.